never nice to see a man in Lycra, and I do apologise. I just had to get out and about for an hour on the bike. I have the bikes here, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Down on the Waterford Greenway, beautiful, just for an hour this morning. It's a great way just to clear the head and set you up for the rest of the day. And I'm here in a different part of the Travelbiz estate because it's too windy. So I'm down here at the lower level, down where the dungeon is, near my office. So at least we're not affected by the wind. I'm conscious of the fact that today is, like millions of other people, that today is the 11th of September, and we all have to take a moment to remember the tragic events of 19 years ago. So our thoughts are with all of our trade partners in the United States of America and all of those of you who were affected both at home and in other parts of Europe 19 years ago. And we remember the events vividly, and I can remember, as we all can, where I was on that day. I was with First Choice Holidays, and I was visiting the crew of our shop at that stage in the Omni shopping centre. So look, our thoughts and prayers are with you all today, and it's important that we remember events like that which shaped the future of our industry and the way we travel for the rest of our travelling days. Now, on a more positive note, isn't it amazing the way when Irish sports people and teams, whether it be soccer, rugby, hockey, swimming, darts, snooker, whatever it may be, excel? We have to congratulate Sam Bennett, a Carrick man, the Carrick Wheelers, who is wearing the green jersey, won a stage in the Tour de France already, and will probably, and should have won 3 and 4, is only pipped by a second. So I firmly believe it lifts the nation, it puts us in good spirits. I have all my bikes here. I have my KTM, there we are, and Martin, just for you, my KTM bike, which is my favourite road bike for, short spins. But if you're on a long spin, I know this is a bit wacky if you can see me, here is which I was on this morning, my Trek Madone, my pride, my joy. You'd buy a car for what I spent on that bloody thing, but an amazing bike and great to get out and about when you can. So Anne Martin, I know you sent me a beautiful email last week and said, Don, get back on your bike and enjoy, and we're thinking of you. Well, I'm doing it. Thank you so much. So when you can get out and about, do it. Little plug for a local shop here in Waterford, Altitude Bikes on Ballybricken in Waterford. Every bike I have, of which I have 6, 3 Treks here, KTM, and an Italian one in the back, can't remember the name of it, and my mountain bike, Altitude in Waterford. There we are, local plug done. Sam Bennett, fantastic, puts us all in good form. In fact, this week last year, I was in the States doing my road trip where I started in San Francisco, went up to Lake Tahoe, over to Yosemite, back down to Monterey, did that incredible stretch on the highway, and now again, tragically, so much of the Northern California coastline is up in flames and experiencing really weird global warming affected weather. So I thought it's with you guys. Anyway, this week has been dominated from a Travelbiz perspective and the travel industry, obviously, with the petition that we backed and we supported and we featured across our platform. So this week we joined the 15 travel agents. It was limited to 15 for obvious reasons, to follow in with the health and safety, even social distancing protocols. So we joined them in Leinster House, and I have to say I was really proud to be there, to support the guys, to feature it, to get it on my own page and to get it on the Travelbiz platform and spread the news. The media coverage the guys got was unheard of. I mean, we had RTE, FM 104, 98 FM, Virgin Media, and if I'm forgetting somebody, I do apologise. The Irish Times, the Indo, the job that Linda Jones, Linda McNamara, Tom Britton, Deirdre, and all the team did in getting that petition to just over 6,200 signatures delivered to Leinster House this week was an amazing achievement, and it's all part of a concerted, cohesive effort and acknowledging all the work the ITAA and the board have done to get our message to government and win that support, get the wage subsidy scheme back to where it was so that we can keep our staff, that we can keep our highly skilled staff and our industry alive. So I want to take this moment to acknowledge the 15 that I had the pleasure of being with this week, because we've got to thank them for all their hard work. Linda Jones, Linda McNamara, Tom Britton, Deirdre Murphy, Ger McNamara, Ciara Foley, Jeff Collins, Mary McKenna, John Galligan, Jackie Spain, James Fleming, Brian Green, Elaine O'Brien, Anne Doyle and Michelle McManus. If I've forgotten anybody, I do apologise, but the effort, the professionalism and the way you rang that bell for the industry this week, you are to be congratulated. And I say it's not for one person, it's not for one consortium, it's not for one travel agent. This is for everybody in retail, corporate, home working, online environments who, as a retail travel agent, have been directly affected by the events over the past 6 months. So look, there's my little state of the nation, and we were so happy to be there as a trade media partner, making sure that you all got the message loud and clear. Now, birthdays this week. Maura Fahy, happy birthday, Maura, in Galway. Hope you're having a great day. I don't know whether it's today or tomorrow. Charlie McNally, haven't seen you in a while, Charlie. Hope everything's good. Happy birthday. The wonderful Marie McCarthy from Irish Ferries. Again, Marie, miss you terribly. Belated happy birthday. And Suzanne St. Ledger of Tui, happy birthday. I know we exchanged a couple of messages during the week. Keep the spirits up. All will be good. Now, in terms of messages of support, we have, would you believe, I know you're going to find this hard to believe, we have quite a following in Australia and New Zealand. And I just want to acknowledge an email I got from Barry McGilligan, who is part of the TAG Global Travel Group in Sydney, Australia, who watches all of our updates. So hi, Barry, and all your colleagues in Australia, we're thinking of you. I know your industry, like ours here, has been decimated because of the lockdown and the restrictions, and you guys have been under the microscope in more ways than one for succeeding in all the efforts that you made government-wise and getting this thing clamped down, and then it reignited itself, and your industry, like ours here in Ireland, has been decimated. But I really appreciate your email. Barry sent me an email highlighting what the governments of both Australia and New Zealand are doing to support the travel agent retail sector. Again, all elements of that. The Australian government look as if they're going to sign off a $125 million rescue package to keep the industry alive, and New Zealand have taken a unique approach of putting a consumer travel refund scheme together for the retail community, which I think is budgeted at just under $50 million. I have the emails here. If you want to see the details, I'm very happy to share those with you. I've talked about my bikes. I know you get into the old bike pornography, bike porn. I can talk about Trek Forever, Shimano, all the gear, but I won't do that. But I've got my bikes here, as I said to you earlier on. Sam Bennett, hero. Now, finally, but by no means least, a lovely phone call from an old colleague and friend of mine, Mary McGrath. How are you, Mary? Tui Travel Shop in Kilkenny. Again, just shooting the breeze. How's life? How are you? How are things getting on? Great conversation. And Mary, I hope the wedding, not your own wedding, because that would be a bit weird, your daughter's wedding kicks off as planned. I know it's going to be restricted in the Haven Hotel in Dunmore East. Another plug, Tourism Ireland, here we are. For Dunmore East, Waterford. Hopefully that will all go well for you. Congratulations to one of my dear friends, John Bergen, has a business down in Portugal, has to travel back and forward, follows all the protocols, golfbreaks.ie. He finished with his team second in the Portuguese Masters Pro-Am this week. So well done, John. Great achievement, and I look forward to taking money off you again. You might be succeeding in Pro-Ams, but you've never beaten me on a golf course, for an average 10 handicapper. And finally, I just want to mention, I put some pictures up walking through Waterford last night. The guys from Waterford Spraoi, everything's being curtailed because of what we're going through. But the efforts they've made in the city to bring a bit of light and art and a bit of joy to anyone walking around the city during the day or during the night was a real pleasure. And I posted the pictures on my Facebook page and on the Travelbiz page this morning, so take a look. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, finally, this is the final piece. I know I do ramble on, but bear with me. The messages of support for me personally and on the business front every week is overwhelming. But last week, my God, my mind was blown. Thank you all so much. It means so much to me and all the team when we get those strong messages of support. It really does make a huge difference. And as I keep saying every week, we are here for you. Remember that. If you need a message out there, when you're ready, we're here and we're ready for you too as a trade partner. It's important that we keep driving our positive commentary to our retail readers, friends, followers and subscribers. And as I've clearly demonstrated, that message is now global. Stay strong. We will win this, guys. Believe me, believe you me. And when it comes back, we will struggle to cope with it, which is really positive. So look, have a great weekend. Again, thank you so much for all the strong messages of support, and we'll see you soon. I now have to get out of my Lycra, which is not pretty. Take care. Bye.